राम जय जय राम ओम श्री 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 राम
बग्घी में कुछ लोग बैठे हैं बड़ा बड़ा रंजीत जैसे, ऐसा बैठने का आवश्यक नहीं है। बोला कि आप दोनों जाओ। श्री राम जय जय राम, 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 श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम ओम, श्री राम जय 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 राम ओम, श्री राम जय राम ओम, श्री राम जय जय राम ओम, श्री राम जय जय राम ओम, श्री राम जय 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 राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम Shri Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. We were going through some of the examples given by Adi Shankaracharya in the book Atma pose. A few more, let us try. A traveler who mistakes the direction. A traveler who mistakes the direction may walk long distances unnecessarily. The difficulty arises not from the road, but from the wrong understanding. Similarly, much of our struggle comes from identifying ourselves only with the body and the mind, while overlooking the divine presence within. When understanding becomes clear, the journey becomes simple, more peaceful. Nama chanting helps align the mind with truth and guides it inward toward the Nami. When we travel, normally we lose the track. And what do we do first? Nowadays it is GPS. Even GPS does not work, we stop and ask people. They tell us, this is not the place, you have to go back, something like that. Yes, So from their experience they will give us. Then we come to know. Even when we were going from here to Tirunnamalai, from Coimbatore to Tirunnamalai, though indications were there, just somehow we knew that we have lost the track. So we stopped and asked one shopwala. He said, no, you have to go back 10 kilometers and take another diversion. Otherwise you would have been going somewhere else. We cannot blame the road. Because of our misapprehension, because we were not clear about it, we did not clarify it. Naturally, we have to pay and get back. Similarly, at the moment we feel we are identifying ourselves totally with the image we have about ourselves. We cannot blame because we don't know. We thought we are the name, we are the body, we are the mind, we are the intellect. Every time we keep on changing, shifting it. And then, when we come in contact with a guru, he says, in Prabhupada's case, he says, to know who you are in reality is the real quest. This is what he says. So we start thinking, oh, I am not. To know who you are in reality is the real quest. I may not be able to stick on, but at least I have started the journey. No, we can say that. I am not what I assume. So that is why a profound question in Adi Shankaracharya is, so we are all travelers in the spiritual journey. Our Guru has said that you are not what you assume yourself to be, but still we forget that. Our identification with the projected individuality is very, 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 very firm. So though intellectually we understand we are something other than that, in reality we are unable to understand that. So that is what has been pointed out. We don't. That is a fundamental. Papa must be watching us, Many people do sadhana, they do not know why they are doing it. When somebody says you do that, chanting, okay. Bhajan, okay. Temple going, okay. Some recitation, okay. But the real purpose is to know His seated within, that we don't know, no. Even when Papa has told, none of us understood it now. Unless we get in touch, go deeper into it. This has been brought out in a small book called Glimpses of Divine Life. As soon as you open, first, to know who you are in reality is the real quest. So when we read that, then, I am so and so. I cannot be beyond this boundary. I am available only because the thought is there. Then who else is there? Then Papa's beautiful examples, He says, simply says, the hair grows, but how does it grow? Do you do anything? The nail grows, the blood circulates. Like that, when we start thinking, yeah, I am not doing it, so there must be a power within me. So a traveler who mistakes the direction may walk long distances unnecessarily. The difficulty arises not from the road, but from the wrong understanding. Similarly, much of our struggle comes from identifying ourselves only with the body and the mind, while overlooking the divine presence within. When understanding becomes clear, the journey becomes simpler, more peaceful. Nama chanting helps align the mind with truth and guides it inward towards the Nami. Nami remains unchanged amidst changing forms. Water poured into different vessels takes the shape of each container. Yet the water itself remains the same, regardless of the form it appears to assume. Simple, very fair. Suppose we put it in a mud pot, it assumes that shape. In a glass, it assumes that shape. In a flask, it assumes that shape. But we know that it has no form. It adapts itself, to any form. So water poured into different vessels takes the shape of each container, yet the water itself remains the same regardless of the form it appears to assume. Similarly, life presents us with many roles, situations, identities. Though these outer forms change continuously, the Nami within remains ever the same. Nama chanting helps us recognize that unchanging presence behind all changing circumstances. As we read, one thing more is becoming clearer and clearer. When Papa says there is an all-sufficient sadhana, this is jnana path, analyzing, inquiring, But how the Nami is connected with that? And it is not a dry jnana because we understand the power. Me, the sense of individuality, the bhakta, he, the power, the Bhagavan. So there is bhakti there. So nowadays it is becoming clear, otherwise we were not very clear. Ramnam is the all-sufficient sadhana. No other sadhana is necessary. When he told Puja Swamiji that if you don't chant, if you get doubts, that means you have not chanted it properly. That now it's clear. If you are just chanting, all the doubts will be there as doubts. But this tendency, inward, analyzing, Water poured into different vessels takes the shape of each container. Yet, the water itself remains the same, regardless of the form it appears to assume. In everybody, the life force is the same, consciousness is the same, intelligence is the same. But the appearances are different, equipments are different. So the moment this life force sets in, it assumes, just like the water assumes that particular shape. That subtle and mysterious power assumes the role of that individual. BMI equipment. The Nami is unseen yet experienced. Fragrance carried by the breeze cannot be seen by the eyes. Yet its presence is unmistakably known through experience. What a pleasant smell, we say that. We don't see anything. Similarly, Nami cannot be perceived as an object. Yet his presence is felt through inner peace, unconditional love, contentment, joy, fullness, bliss, anything we can add. Nama chanting refines the heart, makes us increasingly sensitive to the subtle divine presence. Fragrance carried by the breeze cannot be seen by the eyes, yet its presence is unmistakably known through experience. Similarly, the Nami cannot be perceived as an object. Yet his presence is felt through inner peace, unconditional love, contentment, and joy. Nama chanting refines the heart, makes us increasingly sensitive to the subtle divine presence. The Nami shines equally in all. A single lamp illumines every object in a room without preference. It does not choose one object to favor, another to reject. Its light falls equally on all. Similarly, the Nami as pure consciousness shines in all beings without distinction. Differences belong to the outer forms, but the divine presence within is one and impartial. Nama chanting gradually helps us recognize this unity and develop equal vision. A single lamp, all these things are verifiable, yeah. A single lamp or a single bulb illumines every object in a room without preference. It does not choose one object to favor, another to reject. Its light falls equally on all. Similarly, the Nami as pure consciousness shines in all beings without distinction. Differences belong to the outer forms, but the divine presence within is one and impartial. Nama chanting gradually helps us recognize this unity and develop equal vision. So, traveler who mistakes the direction. Water poured into different vessels. Fragrance carried by the breeze cannot be seen. Single lamp illumines every object.
Yesterday, light was also there. Same example was there yesterday also.
Okay. But it is necessary. Yeah. Repetition is also necessary. When you have your belly full, suppose I bring one tasty thing, you will take. Even if it is repetition, what is repetition? When your belly is full, I bring something very tasty. I have already eaten, but it's all right, it can go. In Malayalam, we were taught a poem. വിശപ്പിന്നു വിഭവങ്ങൾ മതിവോളം അശിച്ചാലും When I am hungry, even if I ate fully, Vishishta Bhojyangal Kangil Kodiya Markum. വിശപ്പിന് വിഭവങ്ങൾ മതിവോളം അശിച്ചാലും വിശിഷ്ട ഭോജ്യങ്ങൾ കാണിൽ കൊതിയാമാർ. So similarly, you can ask her, she will be able to. Even if this is full, when a favorite dish comes, you will immediately take, I will take it. You feel like taking it. Kodi means, an urge, craving. That's a beautiful poem. വിശപ്പിന് വിഭവങ്ങൾ മതിവോളം അശിച്ചാലും വിശിഷ്ട ഭോജ്യങ്ങൾ കാണിൽ കൊതിയാമാർക്കും. Anyhow, so that why we remembered, repetition. Even if it's a repetition, we need it. When water ripples, a reflected image appears distorted. Yet the original object remains exactly as it is. Similarly, when the mind becomes agitated, we feel disturbed. That means, when water is poured, the fog, whatever, something will distort, the foam it develops, okay. So when water ripples, a reflected image appears distorted. Yet the original object remains exactly as it is. Similarly, when the mind becomes agitated, just imagine Shankaracharya bringing these. He was not a grihastha. He has never run this thing, But see the omniscient, Sarvajna. Similarly, when the mind becomes agitated, we feel disturbed and assume that our very being is disturbed. I am disturbed, you will say. In truth, the disturbance belongs only to the mind. The Nami remains ever peaceful and unchanged. Nama chanting helps us turn from the disturbed reflection towards the undisturbed reality. Beautiful. Old tendencies continue for some time. A wheel continues to rotate for a while, even after the force driving it has stopped. The previous momentum keeps it moving. Similarly, even after gaining spiritual understanding, old habits and tendencies may continue for some time due to past conditioning. Through steady Nama chanting and vigilance, these tendencies gradually lose their force and fall away. A wheel continues to rotate for a while, even after the force driving it has stopped. The previous momentum keeps it moving. Similarly, even after gaining spiritual understanding, old habits and tendencies may continue for some time due to past conditioning. Though through steady Nama chanting and vigilance, these tendencies gradually lose their force and fall away. Nami is already present within. A person wearing a necklace may search for it everywhere, unaware that it is already around the neck. The search ends the moment the truth is recognized. Similarly, peace, joy, and the divine presence are not absent from us. The Nami already dwells within our own heart. Nama chanting does not bring him from elsewhere. It helps us recognize what has always been present. Actually, this particular example is the one which was instrumental for us to go to Atmabodh. One day while coming to Ramana building, we were searching for Rajavat Sada. The Raja is there, but every activity goes on because of his presence. Head of the institution. There is a slogan. We remembered. A king governs a vast kingdom through many officials. Though the functions appear to be carried out by different individuals, the authority behind them originates from a single source. Similarly, countless beings think, act, speak, serve in different ways. Yet the power that enables all life is one. The Nami silently expresses through every being according to their nature and role. The other day we were talking. Swabhavastu pravartate. Na kartritvam na bhoktritvam. Lokasya sujati prabhu. Na karma vala samyogam. Swabhavastu pravartate. That is how we landed in Atmabodh. In Bhagavad Gita, na kartritvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma vala samyogam swabhavastu pravartate. The Lord does not create doership, actions, or the connection between action and their roles. All these functions according to one's swabhava. In Atmabodh 17, Shankaracharya says, the Atman is the witness, distinct from body, mind, senses, and intellect. Here in the Gita, Lord Krishna says, the self is not the doer. Actions belong to the Prakriti. The ego falsely claims I am doing. Both point to the same central truth. The real self neither acts nor gets bound. It silently illumines all experiences. Electricity enabled the fan to rotate, bulb to shine, heater to warm. Different, na? Yet electricity itself does not decide any action. Yet electricity does not decide any action. Similarly, the body acts, the mind thinks, the senses experience, the nature functions through its tendencies, while the self remains the silent presence behind all. Normally, we live with I did, I achieved, I failed, I suffered. This creates bondage, anxiety, pride, guilt, fear. But when we recognize actions happen through the body-mind, according to the nature, self is only the witnessing awareness, then inner freedom begins. This does not make one inactive. Rather, it removes egoistic burden. Action continues, but with greater calmness, humility, and surrender. This understanding is not meant merely for philosophy. It refines daily living. Less ego, less reaction, less possessiveness, more peace, more surrender, more awareness of the divine presence within. Gradually one moves from I am the doer to he alone is functioning through all. That shift is the doorway to inner stillness and freedom. The body-mind acts according to nature, while the self remains unattached, unaffected, ever aware. When this understanding deepens through reflection, nama, and inward observation, when this understanding deepens through reflection, nama, and inward observation, life itself slowly becomes lighter. Action continues, responsibilities continue, but the inner burden reduces. One silently begins to feel thoughts arise, action happens, life moves, yet within us all there is still a presence untouched by everything. That recognition is itself a great step towards freedom. We had a doubt because Papa had said he is the real doer. So how do we reconcile? Then it was made clear to us that from the bhakti standpoint, that is the way to express the self. Jnana standpoint, all these things can come. That he is sitting there, in his presence, everything works. So both are right. But it's better to know this and then say, he is the doer. So a king governs a vast kingdom through many officials. Why do we go to a king? Suppose you have got a rupee note, no? It is signed by the Reserve Bank governor. If that is not there, it has no intrinsic value. Yeah. An ordinary paper will not carry. So that chapa, not that the Reserve Bank governor is giving us a rupee, that chapa, that is enough. Any authorization we give, that is enough. So a king governs a vast kingdom through many officials, though the functions appear to be carried out by different individuals, the authority behind them originates from a single source. Similarly, countless beings think, act, speak, serve in different ways. Yet, the power that enables our life is one. The Nami silently expresses through every being according to their nature and role. Nama chanting helps us look beyond our outer differences and recognize the one divine power working through all. The Nami remains unchanged amidst life's changes. The body undergoes constant change from infancy to childhood, to youth, to adulthood, old age. Every stage differs from the previous one. Yet, throughout these changes, there remains a sense of I am. I amness. The body undergoes constant change from infancy to childhood, to the youth, to the adulthood and old age. Every stage differs from the previous one. Yet, throughout these changes, there remains a sense of I am. Similarly, thoughts, circumstances, relationships change continuously. Yet, the Nami, the silent presence within, remains unchanged. Nama chanting helps us discover that unchanging reality amidst the flow of life. Last, the Nami is the true resting place. A bird may spend the entire day flying in search of food, yet at sunset it returns to its nest for rest and security. Have you heard this anywhere?
God has said something
In which book?
in what experience? Wandering bird, life in the mind.
Easy book?
Inward journey. Inward journey.
Inward journey.
Sleeping bird.
Where the river starts, there is perfect stillness. The running water is active and noisy in its course until it attains its calm again when it meets the ocean. The sleeping bird starts up early morning, flies about from tree to tree. When the evening comes, it regains its nest and calm again. From silence all come, to silence all revert. All activity is rounded by silence. So here, a bird may spend the entire day flying in search of food, yet at sunset, it returns to its nest for rest and security. Similarly, the mind wanders through countless activities, desires, experiences, yet lasting peace is not found in constant movement. True rest comes when the mind turns inward towards the Nami, its real refuge. Nama chanting gently guides the mind back to that inner resting place. We covered about 10. Anything that stands out in our memory?
Traveler loses the path.
Traveler.
Fragrance.
Fragrance.
Like the lamp.
Lamp.
Water.
Water in different ways.
Distorted.
Distorted.
Sleeping bird.
Bird. The king, simple, signature.
The lost necklace. Missing necklace.
Missing necklace. Missing necklace.
Water ripples.
Water ripples. It gives a different story. Water in different containers. The king, bird,
Fragrance.
Fragrance. Oh yeah, wheel. Inertia.
traveler,
Wheel rotates.
top. Okay, the momentum.
Momentum.
Then, the
Lamp sounding.
lamp has come.
A necklace. Like something counted.
Traveler, water poured in different vessels, fragrance, symbol lamp, water ripples, wheel continues to rotate, person wearing a necklace, king, body undergoes constant change. That we have. I was a child, I became a youth, I became an adolescent, I became an adult, I became a young man, I became a middle-aged man, I am now a senior citizen. That I amness is there always. So everything has changed. Yes. And the bird. But yesterday's you would have forgotten.
No, we asked Swamiji, we tried.
Moon.
Different lessons.
சரி
Sun.
ஏதாவது ஓர்மை இருந்தால் போரும். Yeah.
Iron piece of piece.
Iron piece and red hot in the fire.
Iron and fire.
This that but actually makes dream.
I have changed the word from scene to scene, movie to movie.
Scene to scene, movie to movie.
Because the actor does not change, the same character in the hall. So I said, movie to movie, different roles.
Dream.
Auntie said dream.
Bhavani auntie and remembering everything.
Crystal. Colors.
We should connect it with the Nami, okay? Otherwise it becomes academic. Because Nama chanting, through Nama chanting, we are trying to see him in anything and everything, At least he has selected something. Now we have about more than 200 examples like this now. So through 200 examples, we are trying to see the Nami. So then, when we start applying our mind, we might be able to identify everything. Those sweetness may appear, those fruits to fruits. No, ultimately it is fruit. Like that, you will start working it out. So different leaves are there. The greenness is the same. Like that, we will. So like that, now our attempt should be not to merely learn this. Oh, we should practice identifying the common in the variety. That tendency if we develop. Oh.
Oh, I think when cooking also, no, we fire.
Fire. So when we try to identify the common denominator, then we will come slowly to Papa's, universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in all, the Nami in all. Otherwise it becomes academic again. We may be remembering, we may be reproducing, we may be talking in a stage, but ultimately we want that, to go inside. So every object. So in the introduction we have to make a mention about it, otherwise it will not. This gives us it helps us to habituate, or it helps us to identify something common in anything and everything. That common factor, when I start identifying, I can slowly identify, yes, human beings also like that.
Swamiji, she's telling slowly it will become our second nature, identifying the Nami everywhere.
Something. Then only it becomes beneficial. So the next stage. First stage is this, Nama chanting. Second stage is to remember him. I am trying to remember him, I have no clue how to remember him. Wait, go through this. Oh, this is Nami. This is Nami. This is Nami. So slightly I get clarity about Nami. The methodology also we get refined. So next 10 we will take it up tomorrow. Tomorrow illa. Day after tomorrow.
Sunday.
We still have 10 minutes, Swamiji. We can take some more.
You can start. You can start any time in the time in the.
അതുകൊണ്ട് കാര്യമൊന്നുമില്ല.
We can find some.
Swamiji will do slow Ram Nama.
Though many of us practice Ramnam individually and collectively, chanting at times become mechanical, offering only temporary joy without leading us into a living awareness of the Nami, the indwelling divine presence, known variously as spirit, self or God. One reason for this may be the feeling that the Nami is somehow separate from our daily life. As a result, chanting can appear disconnected from our everyday thoughts, duties, relationships, and experiences. Chanting may appear disconnected. Yet spirituality is not meant to remain confined to a place of worship or a particular period of practice. Oh, Nami is introduced here as spirit. Yet spirituality, hyphen, that which is connected to the Nami. Yet spirituality, that which is connected to the Nami, is not meant to remain confined to a place of worship or a particular period of practice. Only during Nama chanting we try to understand Nama. It must penetrate every aspect of our life. Man is not merely a body made of flesh, bones, blood, skin, not merely a mind governed by passing thoughts and emotions. Beyond the changing activities of the body and the mind dwells the immortal spirit, the divine presence, the Nami. That gives life, awareness, intelligence, and purpose to all actions. It is by the power of the spirit, Nami, that we think, feel, and learn, work, serve, and love, whether in the classroom, hospital, office, marketplace, factory, field, home, temple, or any other place of worship. We are called upon to tune ourselves to this indwelling. Why this Nama chanting? Namosava, no? Divine thoughts and feelings should gradually permeate our lives. This indwelling spirit is the Nami. At the same time, care must be taken that the examples do not even subtly diminish the all-loving nature of the Lord. The spirit of bhakti must remain at the heart of that exercise, for without devotion it can become dry and intellectual. Though the examples in the Nami may appear different, they are in essence one. The all-merciful Lord, love absolute, has not only created us, but continues to sustain and support us every moment. His grace flows constantly through the people, circumstances, objects, opportunities that surround us. It is from these expressions of His grace that the examples have been drawn. With this objective, nearly 200 guidelines have been prepared, each supported by a verifiable example from daily life. These examples help us recognize the divine presence operating silently behind the events, objects, relationships, and situations that form part of our lives. These guidelines in every chanting session help bridge the apparent gap between the Nama and the Nami. Their purpose is not merely to inform, but to help us remember, reflect, reconnect with the divine presence in our practical living. In these guidelines, the word Nami refers to the all-loving God, whose name we chant, who dwells within us as our innermost self, and who simultaneously pervades the entire universe as the one divine presence in all. This is our intro. The Nama, the Nami within the Nama, that is the heading. The Nami, we have not so far understood the Nami. The Nami within the Nama. அப்பதான் புரியும். Yeah. At least He has given us at the fag end of our life some clarity, no? அப்ப சொன்னா அவனுக்கு மனசிலாவாதுடா. Oh, right. Why you have been delaying all these things? At that time you will not understand. Now that you have passed through, you can easily, that inquiring attitude, that that dedication, subservience to a higher power, all these things slowly work and make the mind receptive. Intro is also helpful. Okay then. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Jai Ram, Jai